yourself.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy, the Muffin Man. It's been a very long time, but I'm excited to be back. Starting to make YouTube videos, probably going to start streaming here again pretty soon. This is my first video back, so maybe a little rough, so bear with me a little bit. In this video, I just want to go over what I hated about Destiny 1, but why I'm so stoked for Destiny 2. The game looks amazing. I'm just hoping when the beta comes out, it feels as amazing as it looks. Just to give you a little background of where I'm coming from, I'm not a Call of Duty fanboy. My favorite shooters of all time are Halo 2 and Killzone, so definitely different universes here. The only Call of Duty I've ever really liked is Black Ops 1. The other ones I've just played because I had a lot of friends who really like Call of Duty. Destiny 1, when it first was announced, I didn't understand the hype behind it. I liked the concept of it, it just didn't look very appealing to me. I ended up getting it because everyone else had it, so I had no games to play with everyone. The only thing I did really like about Destiny 1 was the Trials. Trials of Osiris was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing that, you know. I used to do carries, so carrying 2 randoms at a time. Just like in this video in the background right now, I was playing with like 2 12-year-old kids. It was a lot of fun. It's pretty funny. The video is on my YouTube. It's called the Muffin's Adventures with Beagle and 2 Deep. But anyways, I'll get back to why I'm making this video. This video is just all about why I didn't like Destiny 1, but why I'm stoked for Destiny 2. So what I pretty much didn't like about Destiny 1 is that the gameplay didn't feel as smooth to me as other shooters did. So it was a little bit clunky movement and aiming. The supers and abilities in the game were just really broken. I mean, like the one-shot sticky nades that had crazy tracking. The supers, just one-shot dying from across the map from golden guns, and Nova bombs that had broken radiuses that you were never sure if it was going to hit you or not hit you, even if you blinked out. There's just so many things that went wrong with Destiny 1 that I hope they improve with Destiny 2. So far, what I've heard from a lot of streamers and YouTubers is that the gameplay is no longer as clunky or slow. It's a lot more smooth and it feels awesome. Really stoked for that. They increased the strength of your shield, so the time to kill is a little bit longer. I really like the sound of that. Another thing that I really like about it is the new power weapon system. So no more is everyone running around with shotguns and sniper ammo all the time. You don't get one shot coming around a corner. You don't have to worry about, oh, this guy's probably on the corner with a shotgun, because the only way that you'll ever know if they have power ammo is that from the new system, when they pick up the power ammo, it tells you who picked it up, where they picked it up, and what gun they picked it up for. So with the power ammo system, there's like 5 or 6 weapons that you can get power ammo for. You got the shotgun, sniper, fusion, rocket launcher, grenade launcher. And so say one guy picks it up with a rocket launcher, on the bottom left corner where the kill feed is, it'll say blah 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 picked up rocket launcher ammo at this location, which is awesome because the game is giving you so much information right there. And now you'll know, oh, I'm going to challenge this guy. You see his name, oh, he has rocket launcher ammo, I better be careful. Another reason why I'm really excited for Destiny 2 is because Bungie is focusing all about balance in PvP. I'm excited for that because I've really wanted a shooter for a long time where there's balance. I can't remember the last shooter that had a really balanced game that no matter what you did, something had to be banned in competitive. I just want one shooter for once where it's just like focused on competitive, and then the other part of the game is focused on that for the casuals. I'm excited for it that Bungie's doing that again because I want to play competitive Destiny. I think it would be a lot of fun. I really like the movement aspects of Destiny. I like how it has a higher time to kill. Just the concept of Destiny is awesome. I just felt like Destiny 1 was not put together very well. Even though that people are complaining, yeah, the subclasses aren't as customizable, and that was their favorite part. I don't know why that was their favorite part. I mean, other than just making a class that you thought was OP, or I guess suiting to your playstyle more, but it just seemed as if like the perk tree system in Destiny 1 was broken. That there's a bunch of different ways where you could spec out the character to make it more powerful than it should be, and making it a less fun game, especially in 6v6. I really like how they reduced the radar system. So now the radar range is not as wide. It also won't tell you what level the enemy is on. But one thing that they did buff to the radar system is they are now telling you your location right underneath it, which is awesome because that means it's a built-in call-out system for the game. You don't have to go through and make call-outs, or you don't have to go watch some YouTube video of someone who already made call-outs. It's in the game. Everyone will know them. It'll be great for their new guided game system, which for a lot of players will probably use for trials, especially lower end streamers trying to find people to carry in trials and get their name out there. You know, they'll use the guided games, and then they'll have players, and they'll be able to tell you where they are or where an enemy is because there's a call out system in the game. They won't be saying, oh, he's over there, or he's to the left. They'll have a direct location to be able to call out enemies, which is important because communication is key in a multiplayer setting. Another thing about the guided games that's awesome is for raids. You know, when you're lacking a player, you'll be able to find them really quick in guided games because it's their new LFG system, you know, that's built into the game, which is awesome. Destiny 1 definitely needed that for trials and raids because a lot of time, you know, you're looking for 1 or 2 people, but you gotta go scour the internet to find them. The cool thing about guide games is like you'll have a little description of what you're about when you go to play, so that way if you're more PvP focused or you're a more serious player, you can put that to let the person know, like, hey, like, really competitive, this is the way I play. Or if you're just looking for a chilled back trials run or a chilled raid where it's just like you're not really trying, you're just there to have fun, you know, you don't really care if you make it all the way through, but you'd like to. I really like how Destiny 2 is only 4v4. It's kind of sad that they're getting rid of 6v6 though, because it is fun to have a party of 6 to go out and play Iron Banner, especially if they're balancing out the classes more. I do see them bringing a 6v6 game mode in though, due to, I believe there will be a big backlash of them not including a 6v6 mode. I mean, they're looking for, it seems to me that Destiny's really pushing for esports, especially with their new partnership with Blizzard. So I really like that, but I also think that they still need to cater to the group of people who like to play the 6v6 modes, and it'll be easy for them to implement a 6v6 game mode, you know, and maybe the map might be a little bit clustered, but no, the people who play those game modes don't care. So I really see that they're going to be bringing that in. And I really like that they brought in the new game mode countdown. Finally, there's like an actual objective game mode. Every game mode in Destiny just seems to be TDM except for the zone control. Not normal control, but zone control is the only actual game mode where it's objective based and not kills. I really like how they smoothed out the character movement. It's going to be awesome. No more chunky aiming and movements. It looks really clean. Another thing that they changed is that the PvE footsteps are now quieter, so when you're in like a raid group or strikes, like your footsteps are quieter so it doesn't bother you, but footsteps in PvP are louder, so now you can hear enemies coming. So, which will be awesome because the new radar system, like if you're ADS, you don't have the radar, but you can hear someone behind you, or when you're unscoping and for that 1 or 2 seconds where you still don't have the radar from unscoping, you can hear the footsteps of the people around you. I really just like that Bungie's trying to give you the most information possible to make the best decisions. So like at the top of your screen, you know, it says all the subclasses for each team, who has their super, or even who's using their super, or which character is dead at the time as well. I really like how the scoreboard has been reworked. So now it's pretty much focused on having less toxicity in PvP. So now there's no longer kills or assists. It's like Overwatch and Paladins where there's, instead of eliminations, they call it defeats. Every time you get a kill or an assist, you get a defeat. And now your efficiency is based off of your KDA, or kill death average. So like it adds your kills and assists together and then divides it by the total deaths you have. I just like that they're really trying to put a positive outlook to the game in the PvP, because before, you know, Especially online, you get a lot of people who rage pretty hard, and it's not a good scenario. It doesn't help people, especially with their new guided game system. It will be a much better outlook for when you play with that random person in Trials. The new mechanic that they added to Destiny 2 called Revive Tokens is really awesome. No longer can you spam revives, you can only be revived or revive one person per round. So that will be awesome because there's no more spamming revives. It means you'll have to play much smarter. It'll make trials a little bit harder, as well as the new countdown mode. I really hope that the new Trials of the 9, is the countdown mode, because Trials kind of got boring at the end. You know, everyone plays really slow pace, especially with the new special economy. It will be awesome if they do make it the countdown mode, because I really like objective-based modes and not just TDM elimination. Even though Trials is fun, I just think it'll be a little bit more fun to have something that doesn't make people just sit on a corner all game and wait out either the capture and hold or wait for their super. I really like that. It seems like they got rid of artifacts, which is awesome, because normal scory, where you sit in a corner and charge up your super together. Just a lot of new things in Destiny 2 that I'm really excited for. They made the game a lot more balanced, and seems like it's going to be a lot more fun. I've never had a shooter where I've raged so hard at before Destiny 1. It just always seemed like I'm angry all the time when I'm playing it, just because of how many dumb ways there are to die in the game. But thank you for watching this video, guys. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with in the comments, or maybe a topic that you want me to go over more in depth that I covered today. Covered a lot at once, and I speak a little fast, so just let me know what you guys think and give me some positive feedback. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.